Well, I didn't get lost, but it was an interesting trip. So my trip began the day before. So I ended up going down to Chicago and stayed with a friend overnight so I could make it to the airport in the morning. My flight was at 7 in the morning, but I ended up arriving at the airport about 4. I waited and waited and waited. Waited and waited and waited. I was really lucky when I got on the first plane. There was an open seat in between me and this other guy in a row of 3. So it made it extremely easy and relaxed to sit in economy class. Well, I got off the plane about 4.5 hours later. They say that a 2-hour layover is a really long period of time, but really by the time I found where I was supposed to go and give myself something to eat because I was starving, I had to rush to the gate to get there in time. So if any of you have seen Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, you'll know how I felt when I sat down on the plane. I was one of maybe 5 people who weren't Japanese on the plane. It was extremely long, I believe 14 hours. The guy next to me was an older gentleman who fell asleep the entire time. So basically getting out into the aisle to stretch my legs or go to the bathroom was hard because I had to get him up every time. Well, when I landed in Kansai International Airport, which is located here next to Osaka, I had to figure out where I was going. I was a little lost since the Japanese airports and American airports are completely different. I had to get on a train right away and then head down to pick up my bags and then go through customs. But it was really confusing because there was no arrows saying where anything should go. Everybody just had to assume where they were supposed to go. But then I finally made it out of customs, and I had my 2 bags and my backpack. I walk out, and all the signs are in Japanese. There's some Roman characters, but it's all the Japanese wording. I looked around for a little bit, and I found a help desk. Luckily, the lady at the help desk spoke English, so I was extremely lucky to find her. And she told me the best way to get where I was going was to take a train on the JR line. I'd have to take it to one stop, and then get off and transition to another train to head down to my second stop. So I only had one transition point in my train ride, so it wasn't too bad. I did end up waiting at the first station for about 45 minutes because I didn't know how long it would take to get to that first stop. Before I got on the JR line, I saw a public telephone, and luckily my friend Andrew gave me Tim's number before I left Wisconsin, and I was able to give him a call and let him know when I was coming. And the second train would only come once every couple hours. So if I missed that one, I was going to end up coming 2 hours later. Now that train was a very, very long ride. It took about 4 hours or more to get down. This lady with a cart came through asking people if they wanted food. Well, I decided not to take that because I was only a little hungry, and the next time she came through, I was going to say, yes, I would like some food. But she only went through once. She never came back again. So by the time I arrived in Shingu, I was extremely hungry. I walked off the train and walked to the station. Tim met me at the station, and we walked over to his house. So for all you people wondering, I did arrive in Shingu safely where I was planning on going. And these upcoming videos will be me viewing the town and discovering what place that I'm living in. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to my videos. Thank you.